Kurt Cobain. You remember
Girl,
him?
you know how much I really
Want
want
somebody.
somebody.
What happened to him?
Did he have any other song?
I don't know. Ain't trying to love you, baby.
I will say
it's dead.
that song hits. Lyrically, though, is garbage.
I done came down. Hold it up.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Black Girl.
Bare minimum.
BG.
Bare minimum. We should call this episode Black Girl Doing the Most.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Technology doing the most.
We just spent the past... What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Naja got to my house at 10:30 so we could start recording. And I'm supposed to have a hard stop at, 2?
I think.
And then we were like, we got 3. I was like, we got 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
And honestly, we don't even know what the audio sounds like right now.
Right.
It could be a hot ass mess.
We're hoping it's good. We're hoping it's usable. This whole thing might get thrown away.
No, I think we gotta just say it's usable at this point, because I don't think anything will ever be as bad as the lost episode. That one was bad.
That one was bad.
But I do, like, if the audio gets fucked up, like, at the end of the day, you know, it's Black Girl.
Bare minimum.
Yeah. So, and we were like, we're doing the most, but we ultimately resorted back to our roots because we did just say F it.
Yeah.
We must, the show must continue. Part of me in the back of my head, because, you know, I shut down. So I was about to be like, let's just talk and just do this another day. But we done already pushed back recording a week.
I know.
And
I don't know when the other day would have been, because it was already hard to plug this one in.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
because, well, today we're filming on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
And so I care about it. My family cares about it. So it's like, you know, I'm going to make a little dip. My brother making deviled eggs.
That's nice.
You know, I got to be over there for that. It's always a little event, even though it's not like a huge, my dad used to throw Super Bowl parties every year.
Aww.
But then, you know, you get older people who go to they do their own things. But it used to be all my cousins and then his friends, my dad's friends, and like his friends' kids. And when I was growing up, I didn't feel like my house was small, because you just make space for people.
Yeah.
We find a way. So when I do have my back to the basics cookout, I better not hear nobody mouth. And I think that's my own self-consciousness.
Yeah, like, who would?
I think it's because I did softball with them Jewish people. That sounds crazy, but I lived in a town with a large Jewish community.
Yeah.
So
people be knowing about that area.
yeah, bar mitzvah season was lit.
Yeah.
But because they used to be like, oh, come to our house after practice.
Yeah.
And my brother used to, like, his basketball team used to invite them to their house, and they got like courts in the basement.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you start to see other people's places, and you're like, wait, what?
I was like, is this what we supposed to be having? That's not like the everyday middle class family.
Right.
So, like, for the longest time, I don't know if you know, y'all were the first friends I ever really felt comfortable inviting over to my house growing up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I had one best friend in elementary school. She lived across the street. Yeah. So it's like, I knew her house, she knew my house. But outside of that, you know, my middle school besties, I never invited them over. Yeah. Like, I would meet out with them. But I feel like y'all were the friends who made me feel the most comfortable to, like, be myself around and not feel like I had to be ashamed about anything, any of my circumstances, my situation, how I felt about myself. So, yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, thank you for having us.
My dad used to make pancake breakfasts. Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know why I was talking about my home. Oh, yeah. Because this will be the first time that I'm going to open up my childhood home to more than just, like, my main friends in years. So that's why I'm saying I better not hear nobody mouth. Because, you know, the people that be having cookouts, and again, it's self-conscious. Just,
yeah.
But they be, like, having a big basement. They be...
Right.
I'm just going to have people out in the yard and a rain date. Because it will be too much if they all try to come inside.
Really, that's all you need.
Because, and I don't know if you know, and I might cut this out because this is personal.
Okay.
But, well, I'll try to, like, be vague. I'll try to be vague. when oh no, you wouldn't know because you had a boyfriend all through high school. So you never came over when we were like girlies going to prom together. You were not involved with that ever.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Exactly. Because who would say something? You going with your man.
Y'all could have still let me know. Like.
But anyway.
I do remember like prom dress shopping with y'all, but I didn't know there was like a, or maybe I did. Now that I'm thinking back, because like what would I have thought that y'all were doing?
Well, I'm thinking junior prom too, because remember senior prom, like everybody was pressed to like have dates. I went to senior prom alone, people. But I think that was fun. Yeah. But I think in my mindset, it wasn't. Like, I wanted to go with my other friend who also was going to go single, but then got forced to bring a date. You know who I'm talking about. Redact this, Danelle.
Who did she go to prom with? Because why don't I remember that?
Okay, so here's the thing. She went to prom with a date, and I think, like, I don't know if this nigga got sick in the car or, like, she said he was weird. She said he was weird. You was in your, like, anything that had anything to do with a date. You did not concern yourself with the peasant commoners who just did not have no men.
It's not even peasant commoner. I feel like most people were not in relationships.
But I'm just saying, you was in your little world. I was supposed to go. Well, first I was supposed to go. I thought I was going to go with. Redact. I'm redacting that as well. He was so weird and iffy and wishy-washy with that whole thing. But then when I realized, okay, that's not going to be a thing, I was like, well, let me go with. And she was like, oh, yeah, let's go. But then she said, oh, my mom said we can't.
Redact that.
But, yeah. But so she got into prom, but then the man wasn't there. And then another redaction took prom pictures with her. So remember, she always had the prom pictures with him.
I do remember that.
And she used to put the prom pictures up, and I used to be like, I don't know. And that's my envy, my jealousy.
Like for real though.
But I was gonna say, when we all went to prom together junior year, and I was like, y'all, it's just a small thing. We just going. It's just junior year. My parents gonna drop us off or whatever it was. But then redact. I might have to give her this whole story. Okay, wait. Let's change the whole subject.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why we're just rambling, y'all, just so y'all know, we have no real topic. Or do we? Do we have a topic?
Do we have a topic?
Well, because I think there are certain things. So I know. So maybe we can reflect on Black History Month being over, even though we're in the thick of it.
Right. Well, because I'm like, what happens? You got Women's History Month.
Right.
The coming of spring.
Right. Yeah, because it's still ice on the ground right now. Right. But I was going to say congratulations to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
On being, I feel like this was a good Black History moment. Like, he's the most winningness. He has the most Grammy wins of any rap artist of all time, and I think he's very deserving. He's only like 30, late 30s, I think.
Okay.
And so already at the top of his game.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
And I do love his work. Another thing, J. Cole just dropped the album in February.
He's supposed to be retiring.
Well, the album is called The Fall Off. But then it was like, my brother is he's such like Jermaine Cole. He's such a J. Cole fan.
Yeah.
So when J. Cole announced that he was dropping an album, Dinar sent it to me. He was like, oh, this is about to be lit. This is about to be. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, so, and then he was telling me more about it. And he was like, yeah, he calling it The Fall Off. So I was like, and he was like, it's so strategic how he did this too. So I was like, you mean to tell me that J. Cole went out of his way to actually fall off in order to have an album called The Fall Off? Because then he had to come back or something. He
did. So
I don't know. I don't know I'm not going to lie, because I was a J. Cole stan for one specific era of back when we were like, he went double platinum, no features.
Yeah.
Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah.
We went to that concert.
That was an incredible album.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
And a good concert. Because remember he did the
Yeah.
whole, it was me, you, and Denard. And he did the whole album, start to finish, and put his other things in there.
Yeah.
But he told the story of the album on stage.
Art.
He's a great storyteller. He's a great artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure, I feel like this album is going to be good, though. And I do think maybe he did go out of his way to fall off. Because I haven't listened to it yet. But, like, the last song that I know... Well, he had the whole Might Delete Later project, right?
Yeah.
That I didn't listen to. I also didn't listen to For Your Eyes Only, for real.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
I like I want to
I'm
clothes.
not a big, like, album person anyway, so...
So how did you somehow love Forest Hills Drive, though?
That's the thing, because I'll hear a song, and I'll be like, oh, that's nice. It's not that I don't, at some point, venture to the album. It's just, like, there has to be more than one hit on the album for me to bother even trying to listen to the album. And honestly, a lot of times life gets in the way and I just don't go back to it. But if it's great and everything I've heard so far is great, then I'm gonna go back and be like, okay, like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But if one of them put me to sleep or
then you write off the whole
yeah.
Okay.
And that's not to say that the album is bad. It's just I didn't bother going back.
Right. It didn't grip you.
Yep.
Grippy. Speaking of grip, I don't know if you remember when he came out with Grippy.
That
was the fall off.
Strategy?
That's what Denard was saying. He deliberately put out a trash song in the height of the moment where they were including him in the conversations.
Also, it wasn't just his song. Like, you know what I mean? To do that on a feature.
But why would he accept that type of feature if he didn't have some type of plan? Because that's never been the type of music he made.
I get that, but if does the other party, I don't remember what the guy's name is.
Cash Cobain, I think.
Sure. Cash Cobain, was he complicit in this strategy?
No, I think he was the pawn.
That's, like, fucked up.
But I mean, Cash Cobain is like having somebody huge on your, like, it helps you regardless.
Right, but huge with the intention of making this garbage.
But as long as he didn't tell him that's he doesn't think it's garbage.
Underhanded.
Because people were saying that the song would have been better if it was just Cash Cobain because that's his type of music.
Right.
Speaking of Cash Cobain, this is not speaking of Cash Cobain at all, but that always makes me think about Kurt Cobain. You remember him?
You know how much I really love somebody.
What happened to him?
Did he have any other song?
I don't know. Ain't trying to love you, baby.
I will say
dead.
That song hits. Lyrically, though, is garbage.
I done came down. Hold it up. What's he talking about? Just having a drink in his cup.
It's a couple hits that, like, when you listen to them back.
Well, maybe. Oh, it might have been a swimming pools theme. Let's think about it. Kendrick Lamar swimming pools. Pull up, drink. It's about the addiction.
Okay.
Maybe drinking my cup was the same thing. They ain't trying to love you, baby. Just fuck you. Why do I sound like Lil Wayne?
I don't feel like Cash Cobain and J. Cole are on the same or even similar.
That's Kurt Cobain's.
Oh, well, you know what I'm saying. Kurt Cobain.
Which also sounds like Kurt Cobain.
It does.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, I don't think that man, I just don't think he was on that type of time. I don't think he was on that level of storytelling.
Do you think Kurt Cobain liked black people?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Girl,
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
You never know with them people. Some people, I think, and this might sound crazy because I almost said fortunately, not fortunately, but I do think some people left this earth before there was even an opportunity to deep dive into what their thoughts are.
And see, that's the thing. I know some people are like on the wave of like, oh, most of those type of people are like racist and just don't talk about it, or like they're I don't feel like that. I do recognize that they benefit from the way things are.
White people.
Yeah. I didn't want us to get put in a certain type of algorithmic bucket by. Okay.
I won't clip this up to be a clip. You have to listen to the full podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's what they are.
Yeah. So like,
I was just clarifying what you were saying.
Right.
Because I didn't know who he was talking about. Are we still talking about Kurt Cobain, period?
I'm talking about white people. So basically, they all benefit from white privilege in some way, shape, or form. They're not a lot of them aren't actively working to dismantle the system that they continue to profit from. So even if they're not necessarily racist, they want to keep getting their benefits. So like it's,
and that's why they say like you have to be anti-racist in order to be like a true ally. Yeah. And that's why it's hard for me to like, and I really if I make friends with white people, I do.
Yeah.
But I will say I think it's difficult for me because I got a little bit of skepticism sometimes. Because I'm like, you know you benefiting, but you just don't even want to say nothing about it. But like, I think the only friends that I have called like close white friends have been people that I've been able to like, when I was in college, we would go to a protest together type stuff. Or they'd be like, well, you know how white people are. And I'd be like, yeah. So that's the type of people. But now that I think back, I do think that Kurt Cobain, he was around during that. Because the drummer for Nirvana is the same drummer from the Foo Fighters, right? Dave Grohl.
Sure.
Now, I know you're not going to know at all. And I don't have my handy dandy iPad to look it up. But I do think that's the same drummer, and he feels actively anti-racist. And he credits, like, he's one of the greatest drummers in rock history. You know, I listen to it all. Yeah. He credits, like, the Gap Band for how he learned his certain...
And that's awesome. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because he know. So a lot of those rock stars know it comes from blacks.
Right.
So... this was just random. I was just wondering. I wonder if some people like... So let me not sully Kurt Cobain's name. He probably was the brother. Or the homie.
Right.
Or could have not been. There's no way to know. We won't know.
I mean, it is what it is.
But back to what you were going to say about like Women's History Month. That's the month we're in now.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we say... Because I was like, well, we can reflect on Black History Month. And I think we didn't do that. And I don't think we're going to.
Well, just because I'm like, we talked about Black History Month in the last one.
We did.
And I don't know when exactly this is coming out, but
probably in the Black History Month. So that's why.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's like
I wasn't sure if it was going to be later in March. At what point I didn't, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Because it's Black Girl Bare Minimum and it's Nell Lynn Bare Minimum. But I'm aiming for probably like start of March.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it should be to that. I think what's holding me back is life. But I was gonna say grad school. I think is like
right. So I'm like, I just didn't want to add any like unnecessary additional pressure because this can easily come out just anytime in March.
Right. But I do feel like sometimes we want to talk about like pop culture like what's in the news type of stuff, but we can't do that because we're trying to like
life be
but that's why I was saying like if we like it would be timely regardless of if this comes out early March or late March or whatever. It would be timely to talk about. I mean, we did also talk about women last month, too, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is Black Girl Bare Minimum.
Yeah, we should talk about black women. That might be an every month thing. Should be.
Shit.
Typically, it is. But, yeah. I mean, what were you going to say, though?
Right. What was I going to say?
Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme?
Donut?
Was it crispy?
No.
Right. You don't know the reference. You don't know the reference.
All my thoughts left my brain.
What? What's pressing you right now? I'm gonna probably just name this album like just rambling or something. I mean, not album. This episode like rambling.
I think subconsciously you want to record our theme song, and that's where that.
No.
Album.
No. Continue.
Bgbm album dropping soon.
February 32nd.
Okay. What was your question? What's pressing me?
Yeah, like what did you want to talk about?
I don't know what's happening.
Before we started, you said for Women's History, you literally told me a certain thing.
Well, no, because I brought up the Ashley Dalton thing.
And I didn't know if you wanted to just talk about it.
Well, no, I didn't feel like it was a good... Because you didn't know who I was talking about.
The world might.
Okay. All right. So Ashley Dalton, she is a content creator. She gives life and dating advice to young women on her live streams and etc. And I feel like recently I've been doing a little bit of a, not like a deep dive, but like a binge of her content. And I feel like there are some really great notes that are often taken in ways that are maybe not quite how she means them, but I do
Is
like
it giving
that
Kevin Sam?
Borderline. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think she's quite, at least from what I've seen of her content, I don't think she's as problematic as he's been in some of his content. Was in some of his content.
Resting wherever you are.
Resting, yeah. Especially, like, I don't know that I always agree with her, like, recommendations in terms of people's, like, weight loss goals.
So is she for, I think I thought that she was, like, talking to, like, single women for dating advice. Is it, like, for just all women's betterment altogether is what she's doing?
Yeah, so they'll, like, hop on her live and they'll be like, hey, like, sometimes they're in relationships, usually they're not. Sometimes they're young women that aren't really thinking about dating necessarily in that moment, but they're just looking for ways to, like, elevate themselves. Normally she's like, well, you need to start with your look, maybe put on some makeup, maybe put on some heels, or put on the, you know what I mean?
And what was your thoughts about that? That's what people tell me when I be like, can't find nobody. Well, maybe
I try to
get out there. Well, the main thing people will be like is you got to go outside in order to find somebody. I don't know if you agree. I feel like I'm always places.
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's for one, I'm not in favor of doing anything specifically for the male gaze. Mm-hmm. However, I can recognize that putting extra effort into just putting your look together, whatever that looks and feels like for you, can just build your confidence. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if putting on a little mascara and lip gloss is gonna do that for you, then by all means you should do that. Mm-hmm. You know, especially if you want to attract a partner or a potential partner. You know what I mean? Put yourself in spaces that are gonna, you know, that those types of people are gonna be in, and do things to prepare yourself that make you feel more confident and comfortable in your skin.
So you feel like that's what she's ultimately saying. And so what is the reception of people that you see? Like, are most people aligned with her thoughts or that you see, or are most people kind of like, she doing too much? And
I think it's probably about 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this, TikTok lives?
Yeah, I think she might also do like YouTube. I don't.
So you be watching the lives?
I've caught one live on TikTok.
Probably because this comes up now.
Right. Yeah.
Let me tell you what, we're going to get back to this, but real quick. The TikTok lives that keep popping up for me, I don't know if you know who Sarah and Spot is on TikTok. Okay. It's my little guilty pleasure. It's a little stuffed animal like Beanie Baby Dalmatian. And he just be like, he just be dancing. And then that page also has a monkey that does some dances, as well as a frog. Now the frog does more classical ballet type dancing. The monkey kind of does a little more like hip movements. And the dog who's the main one, he like be gyrating. Okay. And he kind of like he be getting them hips. That's the live. That's my guilty pleasure live. And I also like to watch Speedy. He comes up on live for me too. Okay. I love him.
I know him. I haven't like indulged in his content.
Back to Ashley Dalton though. I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, I think and sometimes I feel like people take her advice more like, she said to wear makeup, so I need to go and put makeup on. And I don't think that's her intention, or at least that's not how I'm receiving it. So yeah, sometimes I think it can be a little problematic because I think that kind of thinking about it can develop, can give people maybe like complexes or insecurities or feeling uncomfortable in their skin when they don't have makeup on. And it's like, that's not what that's supposed to.
Is she more or less harsh than Tony Fine?
I'm not familiar with Tony Fine.
Tony Fine is the weight loss. Like, she got that AI weight loss book. Well, we don't know if it's AI, but people have said they've seen a lot of typos and that it like gives Chat GPT. But they sell off the TikTok shop shelves.
Well,
And it's like a 6-week transformation guide.
oh
But
no,
she
it's
like
not like that.
okay,
Yeah.
because but when she does her lives, like people will be like, okay, well, what about if I eat grapes or something? And she was like, you're never gonna eat you need to cut out your sugar addiction. You're
Oh,
never
no,
gonna
no, no.
eat and she'd be like, you're gonna go in the store, you're gonna pick up a thing of grapes, you're gonna be walking around picking out grapes and eating as you're walking through the store. First of all, that's illegal, you're going to jail. Something like you've never seen her.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
no. So
Mm-mm.
but that's like only towards weight loss, like
Right, and she's not like that. Nor does she claim to be like a dietitian or like a nutritionist or anything. Like not. If anything, it's more like, do you go to the gym? You should start going to the gym. Maybe try to drop 10 or 15 pounds, type of thing.
okay, so let's so that I have an understanding of her. Let's do like a little reenactment.
Okay.
You are Ashley Dalton, and I am the person hopping on the live, and I want to get my life together.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I just be really sad sometimes because it's like I feel like I should be in a long-term committed relationship. I think that I'm a person who is a good catch. I have a good personality. I love to build people up. And I don't know what it is that, like, I just think that men might not be attracted to me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, so are you attracting any types of men? Like, is the problem that you're attracting the kinds of men that you don't want, or are you not attracting men?
I can attract men on apps that I don't
Okay.
like. But I think when I'm out and about, the ones that come up to me are not anything that I would really typically go for.
Okay, so what kind of spaces are you going into?
I mean, I go everywhere. I mean, men come up to me the most at the bar or clubs.
Okay.
But don't, before you even do that,
You knew where I was going.
I did. But
Okay.
I also I like to go get a good book sometimes. I like to go to a cafe and read. I like to like take a class. Like I took a cooking class recently. I know it was a lot of couples there, but like I like to take classes, things that are going to better me. And I feel like I go to different types of events like vinyl listening parties and I'm just not bringing what I want.
Okay, so definitely keep putting yourself in those more elevated spaces. What is your look like when you go out? Like, walk me through what your typical look may be.
I mean, it depends on how I feel that day. Like sometimes I might do a little something, like I'll put on some makeup or something. I mean, I haven't had a retwist in a little minute, but like I
Okay.
feel like I'm natural. People should be able to accept me as I am. So it's like I'm not gonna always face beat, chisel, cut, crease. I'm not that person. But sometimes I also like to be comfortable. I'm also not that person who's going to always wear jeans. Sometimes I want to wear a little sweatpants. If a man don't want me in no sweatpants, then I should be able to get a man in a sweatpant.
Okay, now. And let me explain. If you're put yourself in the shoes of the man, right? You've spent
I like a
all
man in
week,
sweatpants.
you spent all week at work and you're putting effort into how that how you're looking and how you're presenting yourself, and you're going out with maybe the intention to find a woman that you spend some of your money on, that you want to give drinks, that you want to take out, that you want to do those types of things. Are you more likely to go for the person that looks like they put more effort into their appearance that night, the same way that you did? Hopefully.
But I will see these skinny ass girls who look like just anything pull a man quick.
Okay.
Even if I look better than them skinny girls, it doesn't matter.
So it's not about comparing yourself to other women, right? This is not what that is, right? It's just about you going out, putting effort into your appearance the same way you would hope that the man is also doing, right? Presenting the best elevated version of yourself. An elevated version of yourself isn't sweatpants. That, you said it yourself. That's the comfort, right? You might do a little something. Well, maybe do a little more. Go out as your best version of yourself.
That's not realistic to do that every time.
So, sweetie, I'm a little confused on why you dialed in. Did you want my advice or?
Click. Okay, so I think you gave me. Is that typically how it goes though, for real? And probably people will keep going, and that part that you were getting to is probably the attitude part that she's probably gonna start dragging your ass if you don't get to her side.
I mean, she doesn't drag you, but it's more like if you didn't want to be receptive to what she had to say, like if she's suggesting something. There was one girl in there that was quite the contrarian. But if everything that she's suggesting, you're like, oh no, I don't want to do that, I'm not gonna do that, and then it's kind of like, okay, well, why? You know what I mean? Like you've heard the advice that I typically give. You asked me, for my suggestions. This is why you're here. But if everything I say you're gonna shut down or not agree with or not want to do, then okay, you don't have to. But just call somebody else.
Okay. Now let's transition to this to real life, because a lot of what I said was a little bit too true. Yes, I exaggerated on some things and was like more irked about things than I would be, even though I felt like that was a pretty like tame conversation. Because if it was like a Kevin Samuels or a Shira, I know it would have been more just straight up drag.
Right, and that's the thing, she doesn't get indignant, or at least not from what I've seen of her content.
Yeah,
like it would sooner just be okay, the call has ended, but she's not dragging people.
Okay, I mean, I might have to check that out. But I think a question is, do women have to do the most just to get, is it, and now that we're older too, or like, because we're in the 30 range, so like, and like even right now, I look like whatever, but it's also black girl bare minimum,
right?
But my brand. But I mean, like, even on my personal page, like my personal Instagram, I'm the baddest, at least I think. Even when I'm chilling. On my personal TikTok, I'm the baddest in the other way. I'm the worst. No. But I don't care, because I feel like I use TikTok just to do whatever. Shameless plug. Follow me on TikTok, Nellyn _ or it might not be an underscore, I don't know. But I feel like on TikTok, I'm more so in my bonnet. I'm more so just laid back. And should I be always presentable on all places where I'm interfacing with the public?
I think that has more to do with how you feel comfortable presenting yourself, right? So if you are going into it with the intention of, elevating yourself, right? If elevating yourself means to you taking the bonnet off and putting the effort into, like, maybe doing your hair a little bit before you turn the camera on, then yeah, you should challenge yourself to do that more often.
I don't want to do that.
So,
but I do want to attract a man. But who says I'm going to attract a man from TikTok anyway? I don't know if I want that.
Right.
Well, okay, so I will say also, when I be outside and go to these solo spaces, I think sometimes I'm cute. I think sometimes I just want to be. I do think that's part of the issue. I like to go out and spend time by myself, and I feel like I'm internally open to interact with whoever.
But physically, are you presenting as open?
I think I'm not, because I have gotten to a point where I am so comfortable with using moments in community as like, I like to be around people even if I'm in an introspective mood.
Okay.
I think I like company, and I like to be in open spaces and just be sitting there taking it in and really just to myself. I do think that probably comes across as, oh, she kind of closed off, like, let me not even. Because even at one time that I did have, and I do be irked, I'm not gonna lie, I went to like this food hall to read, and I'll do that sometimes. Because I like, again, being around people.
Yeah.
And then there was a man that came up to me while I was reading, and I was kind of like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, I was like, he was like, what you reading? I was like, you don't care. I mean, and he did like continue to keep trying to talk to me. And I was like halfway starting to get okay with it, but kind of irked that, like, dang, now I got to pivot to conversation when I really was here to read my book.
Okay.
I think that there are moments where I intentionally say, and sometimes I also try not to. I think sometimes I feel like I might jinx myself if I intentionally am like, I'm going out to be intentional, and even though I'm bringing my book with me, I will be open and I'm ready to talk to anybody, because who knows, it could be the moment where I meet someone. I think I don't say that because I'm like, if it doesn't happen, then I don't disappoint myself.
Yeah.
So if somebody come up to me, they come up to me. If not, then they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So that might just be like a personal. And I'm you know, I'm an ambivert, and I think sometimes I want to be alone, sometimes I get nervous and I want to speak up, but like I'm by myself. Like I feel like as long as I have one person with me, like I can turn up by myself, but like it's harder.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get what you're saying. I don't think you should be walking out of the house with the mindset of, I need to do these things so I can attract a man. Like, I don't think that
I don't want to do that.
Because I'm also a little bit into, like, not hardcore, but like a little bit manifesting.
Right.
So I do feel like when you have like that way of thinking, in the same way people try to manifest money, people try to manifest jobs and things, I think it puts more so an energy of like desperation out there.
And I agree.
Right. And when you're desperately like, you're like, oh, I need this, that type of energy does not help you attract that thing, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, the whole, even on the premise of like elevating yourself, putting more effort into yourself, that's about yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are personal goals to elevate your own being so you feel more comfortable and confident and all of those things. It's a positive self-work practice, like, you know? So it's not about attracting men, although you are more likely to attract men when you're someone that's investing in yourself in that way.
But I also think that I'm self-aware, because when I get into a mindset where I'm getting ready for a day and I'm like, if I even have the thought of like, well, let me do this so that a man can, I'll be like, no.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go ugly. So I think I'll be like, I'm fighting against this.
That's the thing. I'm like, throw that thought out, right? But
right.
If you feel prettier, you know what I mean? Or if you even just want to do that for yourself that day, right? I'm feeling a little creative. I want to put a little,
I think I do.
Eye look or something on. That's fun, and you should do that for you.
Like even yesterday, the Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Right.
And I do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't always want to do that. And people will say you need to always be on 10. Because if you stay ready, then you don't got to get ready. You know how black people are. We got all those things. Stay ready. Don't gotta get ready. Black people got our sayings.
But the thing is, for you, though. It's always got to be for you.
I just need the stars to align on the day when it's for me. That's when there's a fine-ass nigga. Mm-hmm. But it be the day where I'm like, don't give a F. That's when I see them.
So maybe it's about more so like elevating yourself so that your days off, like your days off look, is still higher than maybe it would have been like a year ago.
I need to learn how to start wearing head wraps, right?
That could be a nice like thing to do, and that's fun.
I think it's my head shape holding me back.
Oh God.
I got that flat head.
I'm like experimenting with more hair wraps. That could be cute. That's fun. That's, and it's an easy way to like maybe look more put together sometimes without, doing something that you don't really want to do. Yeah.
I also think that my hobbies are anti my type.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Like I would love to like do things with people. So like the cooking class I took.
Yeah.
I'm never going to see like, I don't really even know what my type is, but they won't be there. I also have like a pottery class in the queue. Uh-huh. That's not going to be. I want to start roller skating, maybe, but I'm not going to the rinks where the niggas already know how to do the. I need to work up to that because they be going backwards and doing the splits on the. Right. I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever will be, but there are a lot of things that I want to do. I think the only thing recently that like I kind of see like I feel like my type kind of always has like a little artsiness to them. Mm-hmm. The vinyl stuff is actually where they be at, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe even concerts, maybe even
concert. And see, but then the concerts that I want to go to is the ones where it's like people going with their boo.
Okay.
I want to see Leon Bridges. I want to see Leon Thomas.
Right.
I want to see.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like when I go to Tyler the Creator, like those are like 17-year-old white boys.
Yeah.
I don't like. I think it's like there is a little bit of a disconnect between the things that I do solo that bring me joy.
Yeah, and the type of man that you want.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't.
Yeah.
And niggas don't be having hobbies like real they hobby be hooping on the weekends. I am not showing up to a basketball court. I avoid every LA Fitness that has a court. First of all, I avoid LA Fitness, period. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Check my Instagram. So, oh. Not just turned into find another man, diagnose her problem day.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that is a good point, though. I don't feel like most men have hobbies for real. Or maybe like one athletic thing that they regularly do. Like they might have that.
Right.
But other hobbies, like...
And I think the ones that do have hobbies have them because like women have put them on.
Right.
I think the only other thing where it is a possibility is like anime stuff.
Right, yeah.
Conventions, yes. There is always some nigga.
But that's the thing, even that a lot of the times is like a certain type of guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I like the anime people.
I do too.
When the last time that we were in DreamCon and we were in like this in the what is that main area? I wasn't with you, I don't think, when this happened. What are they called? The exhibition halls?
Yes.
Yeah. It was like an Ethiopian man there.
Okay. I feel like I remember you telling me about him. I wasn't,
And see, because then the person I was with was like, well, you know that man was flirting, right? And you didn't give no play.
Right.
And I was like, oops. Right. But I kind of was like, oh, I'm kind of interested, but didn't like give nothing out to that either. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, I know that anime can bring a whole slew of different type of niggas. But I think that because it's a big pool of men, my type do be weaseled throughout.
That's the thing, though, because it's like finding them, and it's also like, I don't know, especially as someone that like likes to cosplay, you get a lot of fetishy types.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if they present nice, at some point it's probably weird. Like,
yeah, because there's also another one that I see at every con, and he like this last time, no, he was acting like I was a new bitch, and I think it's because he saw these.
He saw them before.
Yeah, but I think he saw them. But maybe he just like, I think he had drinks too, because I had seen him at the con that day and then at a party later that night. And he was like a different dude. He was like, well, you know, because we know each other. And I was like, nigga, I follow you on Instagram at one con years ago.
Yeah.
And now, like, but I think I can weed out the fetish.
Okay.
You gotta weed out some trash these days. They gonna be weird, but that is a play. But I don't also want to go to cons thinking I'm gonna find a man.
Right.
I want to go so I can be a little nerdy hoe. Well, not hoe, but like like a nerdy person.
Right. Just nerd out.
Just fucking nerd out. Yeah. I don't know, girl. Time will tell. Mm-hmm. We should probably start wrapping up soon, just because this will be, first of all, again, we don't know what the audio sounds like.
Yeah.
We don't know what the video looks like. Actually, I think you do look good. Like, you keep thinking, like, the lighting ain't right.
I think I look overcast. It looks like it's a rainy day over here. But it'll be fine.
It always, I think, that's why I don't really like filming at my place as much, because the windows, when you have to close the windows, and then the lighting, like, I just feel like you can't get the lighting as controlled at my place. But we can't drive nowhere because it's all this snow everywhere.
It's crazy. I'm like, even around my way, like, you got a parallel park around my spot. Like, it's just not. You might be able to get lucky and slide in like one person's spot that they done shoveled out if they're not there. But then
you're fighting. And you have is that why you didn't want to park on the street? Because you felt like it was like people had shoveled out?
Yeah, there also really wasn't a lot out there, but yeah.
Have you seen any of like the Philadelphia ice wars?
Yes, I'm loving it.
Philly is so funny. They are funny.
No, because like I understand it though, because if I spend all that time shoveling a space out and you know it.
Yeah.
And you know it, and then you just
And the ice is so hard at this point, you need a jackhammer to get up
For
in
real.
there.
People was sold out of shovels. Every store except for one randomly in like Beltsville was out of shovels, and I know because we broke ours.
Did y'all have a plastic one?
We had but it had like a metal tip.
Oh, okay.
But it cracked when Jamal tried to get his car out. We went to Home Depot. We went to a couple Home Depot Lowe's. We was shopping around. They were out of shovels of all kind, including the garden variety, the hand shovels, everything. They were out of sledgehammers.
What?
They were out of pickaxes. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, like, you had to have gotten that snow up right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I am blessed to have a garage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen when I move, but that's another story for another day. Well, I'm going to be hitting up my brother. Hey,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Get me out.
Mm-hmm.
But, and so, that's why I'm looking forward to spring.
Yes, I love spring.
You know, the groundhog, he ain't see that shadow. Or he did see the
I
shadow.
don't even
Whichever one
remember-
it is.
I don't remember which one.
I think he
what.
came out and was like, oh no, nigga. It's going slow. It's going to keep snowing.
More winter.
Like, he saw the shadow. No, I think he didn't see. Girl, I really don't know. But all I know is that he said more winter. He said more winter.
Okay.
Me and my dad have said one day we're going to go up to Puxatawny and see the groundhog. But they get a little wild. They get wild.
Yeah, but isn't it a different one?
Oh,
Don't they
do you know any of the groundhog lore?
I feel like there was like 1 year where I looked into it because people were acting like it was the same groundhog.
Right, no. Well, that's the whole lore, is that the
Okay.
groundhog drank from the elixir of life or something.
No, but then wasn't there something in the news saying that he died 1 year?
He been dead. It's not real. That's just the lore. That he didn't drink no elixir.
Well, right. I mean, it was always BS, but I thought there were news articles saying like, this is the year that Puxatawny, what's his name, died.
Oh, really?
I feel like I remember seeing that and then being like, what?
I think it was like a low news cycle, or it was a distracting news cycle. They didn't want us to talk about other things, but that's saving that for the conspiracy theory episode.
Yeah.
If that ever happens.
Well,
we
can still do it. It's just the guests that we were planning
we
to
love you.
include may not be
her take sometimes, but I think that would be entertaining. It's just I would have to go in and cut shit out.
They're gonna cancel her before she even has an internet presence.
That's why I'm like, you can't be canceled if you have no like they can't find her nowhere.
Somebody would dig up that burner.
She's funny though. I do think that the pod people would like her.
I feel like there's controversial and then there's also just like wrong.
Right, but we call her out. We do. Even though she's not a contrarian, she just really firmly believes in her thoughts.
I do like just in general how strong she is in her beliefs.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes they're just not correct.
Yeah. Anyway, I do have to get on the road to pick up my buffalo chicken stuff so I can make this dip.
We've approached the hard stop, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Announcements. We want to talk about the book club.
Oh my gosh, y'all really got that book club like chat popping. It's been so cute in there, and I'm like, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you're also really enjoying it.
I am.
Obviously the book, well, I don't know what book we're going to be on by the time.
Well, because I don't know, because the book that we said we were going to do, I have thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think the club is craving some fiction right now, too.
Right, and I'm also like, since we have more people and more activity in the chat than I expected us to have by this point,
we can use a recommendation. A poll.
Okay, yeah. So maybe we'll put some of the recommendations in a poll. Y'all seeing us talk this out in real time.
Because there's no other time ever.
Right.
We're busy, yo.
We'll put it in a poll, and then, so if you want to contribute to that poll and that community.
Join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And
it's cute
we're
over
about to
there.
get to the point on TikTok where we're able to put links in soon. I think we're working our way up. They make you have a certain number of followers.
Strict over there.
Trifling as hell. All these platforms are strict for their different things.
Yeah.
Instagram, I think the people on Instagram are strict.
Oh my God, it's not fun. You can't just post whatever on Instagram. Even if you post like some really like I don't know, just well thought out like gem on Instagram, somebody is going to piss you off in the comments.
Or
and
niggas don't want to. They don't want to get you to follow though.
Yeah,
Either.
it's minimal engagement. It's like you might get comments that aren't even related to what the video's about. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's a weird audience.
But we've got a few people holding us down. Shout out to the fans that hold us down with some good comments on Instagram and replies to the stories. And we see you. We see each other. But yeah. Anything else?
What else are we on? We not on Twitter no more.
I think technically I wasn't able to delete it, but somebody else made that account for us, so we don't really know like the password. But and I think, well, the thing is like, let's not talk everything, because I was gonna say something about Blue Sky, because did we end up deleting that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think.
Well, you know where we at. You know where you can find us, and click the link tree for all the main links. Eventually, we'll figure out our Twitch schedule situation. It's just a whole lot of gang shit.
But I mean,
eventually.
Yeah.
I do want to play games, and I think that for some reason I don't have time for a lot of stuff in my free time. So, but I think that's what makes me play the games that I want to play is when I think us trying to play It Takes Two that time with that lag really fucked us up too.
It just really, yeah.
And that was like, I was ready to continue the story.
I just don't want it to like take the fun out of the games or take like the it's supposed to like de-stress. It's supposed to like
we need to play Diner Dash.
Yeah.
They don't got that on Switch?
I don't, probably not.
They need to bring back the OG games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, I'd be fine with not streaming again until after you finish your grad school stuff.
Yeah, but we got people asking about the stream.
People?
No, people.
Okay.
It may be 2 or 3, but it is more than 1. All right, y'all. Let's close this. Oh, I got my handle in my pants. I don't know if any people can see that. We're gonna close this thing out. This was, I think, this ended up being a better discussion than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know what the hell we were gonna talk about, and I really don't know what the hell we did talk about. So I don't know what I'm titling this.
Half of it's gonna have to be redacted.
Finding Ella Man. That's the name of I'm redacting that. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. Continue to tap in with us and see you in the next episode.